All right, Nanci and Barry. How are you guys doing?
Good, thank you.
We're doing beautifully.
Good. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys do here at El Puente, meaning the bridge. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what it is you do?
Well, Barry and I run a soup kitchen here 3 days a week. We bring the community in from all around. We have people from Panama and the Bribri here, from here in Costa Rica.
And who are the Bribri? Are they indigenous tribes?
They're an indigenous tribe. The Nove Bugle and the Waimi from Panama, they come too.
And the Quebecar from Costa Rica.
Quebecar and Bribri from Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Right. They come here 3 days a week and join us all for soup.
Nice. And who provides the food for the soup?
We do. Barry fundraises. I'll tell a little bit about that.
Yes, we have we're a nonprofit from the United States through the Centers for Spiritual Living, and we get on the internet and send letters to a group of subscribers that get our newsletter like every month, and we do open requests on Facebook and GoFundMe, and eventually we get the money we need to run.
And can you talk a little bit about what else you do? You do a lot for education, right?
Sure. This year we put over 200 kids in school, got all their backpacks and supplies. We put 80 of them in uniforms. It costs between $150 and $200 a month. A year per child to go to school. And so we supply the uniforms for as many as we possibly can, and school supplies for as many as we possibly can. So.
And if you weren't to do that, they probably just wouldn't go to school.
No, they probably wouldn't be able to get to school.
Okay.
It's too expensive. Some of these families have 4 and 6 kids, and they might be able to put 1 kid in, and that's about it.
And they don't get any help from the government for that?
Only sporadically, rarely, and insufficiently.
And how long do you support them in high school? For how long?
Till we can afford it, or until they drop out.
But they need the 6th grade certificate, is it? By 6th grade they get a certificate so they can actually get a job?
Yeah, the 6th grade is the biggest milestone here, and that's, at first it was confusing because we attended a 6th grade graduation, and it was like going to a senior college graduation with uniforms and special gloves and music and pomp and circumstance and all kinds of things. But really 6th grade is a big deal, and the Minister of Education let me know one time that there's 4,900 elementary schools in this country and 500 high schools. And most of the kids that we're dealing with have been going through the elementary school, but now we're starting to see graduates go into high school, or what they call colegio, or college here. And so we're seeing more and more college there, and that, by the way, bumps up our costs a little bit because their uniforms are more expensive. But
yes.
Little by little we do what we can, and onward we go.
And you also provide English lessons?
Yeah, we have a fella here from New York who comes every Saturday, who teaches the kids English and helps to supplement what they get at school.
Nice. So what is it that made you guys choose to devote all your time and energy to this?
Well, Barry and I went to prayer. We decided that we needed to get back to this country at least what we were getting. We knew that by our very being here, we were trashing paradise, our own plastics and bottles and stuff. And so we went to prayer and said, okay, God, what do you want us to be doing? And within a week, old man digging in the trash can came to our attention, and we had a pot of soup on, and I gave him some soup. Within a week or 2, he brought down some grandkids and stuff, and we realized there was a real need for a supplement of food for these folks. So I started cooking, and now we make a pot of soup about this big around on Saturdays, and for our parties we've served up to 160 people.
Wow.
So.
And we had at one point, after going to prayer, we had another answer walk in the door in the form of a parent and a 7-year-old boy. They want to go to school, and I said, well, public school is free, why don't you go? and they explained about the uniforms and the cost of them and the backpacks and the shoes, and it's $150 and they can't afford it. They don't have the money.
Right.
We used to spend that kind of money on a night out at Denny's. So we said, okay, let's
Expensive Denny's meal.
let's put this kid in his uniforms. And next year it was 29 people, and then the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that, until we get to this year, which was 220.
Wow. So if people want to help and support you guys, like what can they do?
Well, there are a number of things. We have a website, and on the website there's a donate button. You can push on the donate button, and you're free to donate through PayPal, or there's an address in there to mail the
check?
the checks to if you're in California or something. Our bank
States
is in California. Might be easier to mail a check, and you can also simply send me an email, and I'll figure out with you what you want to do for the donation and how to do it and what's best for the circumstance, and we can work that out.
Yeah, because it's not just money, right? Any kind of support is...
Sure, including prayer work. We're all for that.
And that's the next kind of thing you can do. The prayer work is part of it. Visualizing what's possible with this, seeing what we're doing, and knowing that all the people who come here are served. All the families have food to eat. All the children are in school and working their way toward an abundant and self-sufficient future.
That's beautiful. Nanci and Barry Stevens, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
us.